Welcome to the chaotic streets of Tyoko, a fictional Japanese city where everything is more hectic and bizarre than your average UK borough. With crowded trams, gadgets galore and a touch of urban squalor, Nippon Safes Inc. brings a westerner's comical take on the Orient. It's all part of the fun. Stereotypes are alive and well, and they certainly make for some great laughs. The game revolves around three ex-cons recently freed from prison, each with their own backstory. First there's Donna Fatale, a nightclub dancer who can't seem to stay out of jail thanks to her scandalous routines. Then there's Doug Nuts, a nerdy genius who lacks charm, but gets himself arrested for accidentally blowing up a vault that turns out to be packed with cops. Last but certainly not least, there's Dino Fagioli, a big, muscular guy with all the brains of a wrecking ball. His crime was helping someone break into a car that wasn't his. When the police showed up, the guy vanished, and Dino was left holding the bag. You get to control any of these three characters, or if you're feeling adventurous, all of them. Each one plays a part in the overarching story, but you don't have to control them all at once. You could stick with just one character, meeting the others along the way, but that takes away from the real fun of the game. You see, the game introduced a unique system called Parallaction, where the three characters follow their own storylines that occasionally intersect, but are mostly independent. For instance, Dino starts his freedom working at a museum, while Donna heads back to the club where she was arrested to track down some old pals. Eventually, their stories converge, and that's where the real adventure begins. Initially, it looks like your typical point-and-click adventure, but it's definitely a whole lot simpler than most. For a start, there are no cluttered icons filling the screen, no constantly visible information panels, and conveniently, everything is controlled via the mouse. You can move your character by clicking on the screen, and the right mouse button brings up a control panel with only a few basic commands: open, close, examine, take, and talk. At first, you might be thinking that this game must be easy, but don't let the simplicity of the interface lead you into a false sense of security. Any adventure game worth its salt needs a solid puzzle element, and Nippon Safes Inc. delivers. If the puzzles are too easy, the game's a bore, and if they're illogical, it becomes frustrating. I think you'll agree that this game seemed to strike a perfect balance. While you'll encounter some tricky moments for sure, the puzzles aren't so difficult that you'll ever feel stuck for long. Once you pick up an object, you're committed to keeping it until it's served its purpose, and for this reason, it's a good idea to collect everything you find, as it might come in handy later. As you play through each character's story, you'll occasionally bump into the other two, which ties everything together nicely. For example, Donna has to learn how to make tea, and while at the tea shop, she notices a poster for a wrestling tournament with a big cash prize. She convinces Dino to enter. If you're playing as Dino, you'll bump into Donna and enter the tournament yourself. I thought these elements were very clever at the time, and that's the great reason to play all three characters, as you'll see the same scenes from different perspectives. Right from the beginning, the game has a great sense of humour, and the conversations between characters are witty and full of sharp one-liners. Dino's hilariously naive take on life, and Doug Nuts' sarcastic responses to your every move keep things light-hearted and fun. The humour really is one of the highlights, making the whole experience enjoyable. Even when you're stuck on a puzzle, it's not quite Monkey Island fun, but there's definitely some magic moments that'll make you smile. While Nippon Safes Inc. may not be the best graphic adventure out there, and it certainly doesn't push the envelope in terms of difficulty, it's still an entertaining ride. It's one of those games that's perfect for a couple of weeks of casual gaming, where you can kick back, have a laugh, and enjoy the character interplay and scenarios. If you're looking for a game that's funny, engaging, and easy to pick up, Nippon Safes Inc. definitely fits the bill. Just be prepared for some disc swapping if you get this in its original form, as this came on 5 discs originally. So if you're not playing from a hard drive like I always do with these Amiga games, that can get a little annoying. But all things considered, it's a solid, fun adventure with plenty of laughs and a refreshing take on the genre. Get it fired up on your Amiga and give it a whirl. Thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to share your experiences with Nippon Safes Inc in the comments section. As always, your continued support is massively appreciated. Those of you who have continued with me thus far will always have my respect. If you're new to the channel however and love all things Commodore, whether it be Amiga titles or possibly even games for the Commodore 64, stick around and maybe consider subscribing as we continue on this epic journey down memory lane. With hundreds of games already on the various playlists, I'm sure there will be more games that catch your eye that you'll remember from your youth. You never know, it could be the very next game coming up. Hopefully. I'll see you there. Until then,